Okay, and finally, and this is a big one, ladies. I know you're going to be able to relate to this. It's our bodies. This can be such a stress for us, can't it? In fact, I know that there's not a woman in here who cannot relate to the next frame, which says scientists are now trying to eliminate the leading cause of stress for women, but it's hard to walk without thighs. Now, this, of course, is the lighter side of stress, but as we all know, there's a very serious side to stress. And if we're going to manage stress and really experience fulfillment in our lives, I think there's something very important that we need to understand. And it's that each of us as a human being is really a mind, body, spirit being. And if we're going to love our lives, no matter what the circumstances, there has to be some kind of a balance, and we have to understand how to tend to all three of these aspects. So what I'd like to do today is talk about 3 life lessons in terms of mind, body, and spirit. I'd like to start with the mind, and life lesson number 1 is change your mind. Now, this lesson, of course, is all about thinking. It's especially about how we think about ourselves, that little thing that we call self-esteem. You all know what self-esteem is. It's basically how you think about yourself and how much you like yourself. Everyone, I think, is really aware of this. What you may not know, however, is that self-esteem is considered to be the single most critical element in human performance. And the rule seems to be that the more you like yourself, the better you perform in every single area of your life. So given that, I think everyone wants to have high self-esteem, right? I mean, even if we're already experiencing high self-esteem, who would not want greater self-esteem if we had the chance? I don't think anybody wakes up in the morning and says, gee, what can I do to mess up my self-esteem today? But unfortunately, low self-esteem is actually an epidemic in this country. In fact, research shows that 2 out of 3 adults in our country suffer from low self-esteem. Now, everybody, just turn to the person seated to your left. Now, look at the person seated to your right. According to research, only one of you is okay. Now, why is this? Why is low self-esteem an epidemic, a national epidemic?